Hey, what's up guys, I'm Praetorian and welcome back to HOI4 as we are playing as Great Britain. So I did forget to mention last episode when I was talking about the change of schedule for this that there will also be a new time that this series is going to be releasing. It'll be in the afternoon, typically sometime between 1 and 3 p.m. Mountain Time, and that CK3 series will be releasing in the previous time slot between 6 to 8 a.m. Alright, so let's go and jump into it. Well, first thing I want to do here is I had somebody ask if I could show the resistance, and it's pretty high in some places. France is pretty high and it's going up. Italy's really high. I actually just moved an agent over to here, trying to reduce the resistance in in northern Italy. So we have an agent there. Just put him there so he hasn't started actually affecting the resistance there. But I think it's necessary considering the fact just how high resistance is. And putting them right here will bleed into Lombardy and into Savoy. So resistance is high in many locations. It's also high over here in Africa, but it's going down in this region, as you can see here. Over here in Indochina, not too bad. And it's not too bad over there. In Canada, it's not bad over here either. I think that's all the territory we have. Yeah, North Africa is pretty low overall. But the real problem is where you'd expect it to be, where you have this high population in France and Italy. So that's the current resistance, and it's actually going up because we don't have enough of those light tanks. So we've put a lot of factories into those, and we can build them very quickly. So I'm not too worried about that. I actually put a few more factories into it to make sure we get those done, and then overall that'll result in us taking less casualties from the garrisons. The other thing we need to do is go ahead and set up some fronts here for the Spanish territory that's located in Africa. And what we're going to do is we're just going to use this army here to set these up. Now the ones that are already in the Congo will not be going over there. Instead, we're going to move the troops that are over here. And rather than cover this entire front, we're just going to go after the two ports. You have one right here and one right here. Cut off their supply. And we're also kind of just hoping that we don't have any issues here with the Spanish. I don't actually want to fight these guys if we can avoid it. And we're going to put the cruddy troops here. We might put some good divisions here. I don't think so though, guys. I think this is where all these cruddier divisions are going to be at. Because I prefer to have the good divisions in places where we're actually fighting. I'm trying to avoid conflict with Spain for now. So I don't really want to assign a bunch of good divisions to that. And if we were to assign them anywhere, it'd be up here to actually conquer Spain rather than defending our territory in Africa. So we have to defend here. I guess you could put like one division here, here, and of course the most important area will be here. So those are the three locations we need to defend once we finish up with the Congo, because we're not done here yet. I've already moved planes around, moved our ships, so I don't think I moved the planes that we had here if we had any. I believe we did have some. So we just conquered this region, so we do need to move these out of here. And we could put them over here. I don't think it's really necessary. I think we pretty much won there. And thus it's probably better to put them over here. Though we are starting to run a little bit low on the airbase space. See if there's anywhere we can put these guys. Help us out over here. Yeah, there's not really space here. Unfortunately, it's quite crowded. We need to build air bases up, I think. Alright, so we'll work on that here in a minute. For right now, let's just go ahead and put these guys over here so they can cover this area. Make sure we don't lose too many planes over there. And then we have these close air support. And I don't think we have the space over here either. Oh yes, we have an airbase right here. Okay, we'll put them over here then. So let's start building air bases up. Obviously we have a lot of stuff going. I also set up a bunch of factories to build so that at no time are we using those factories for repairing. Now we're already building an airbase here. That's excellent. Could go ahead and build up the airbase right here though, get it just a little bit larger. And then we'll build this one as well. Now, this here was an issue. I wasn't even thinking about this being China's. I was just considering the fact that we're invading Japanese territory. And so I didn't think about the fact that this was China's, and thus this went to Qing China. When we actually wanted it to go to Hong Kong, which we would have had to release them for that to happen. So essentially, we should just go ahead and release them now. The thing I was waiting for before we did that was to get the radar fully up, or at least up to level 5 here. There's nothing else we really need to build here that we can't build while Hong Kong is a subject state. You know, we could build that airbase up if we needed to, although it's already full level, of course. We could build the port up. None of that is an issue. So yeah, we can go ahead and release them. There's no reason can't release them now. We just gotta find them in here. It's probably better to sort this by name. All right, so let's go and liberate Hong Kong now as a subject state, a puppet. And thus any territory we take from China should hopefully go to us. That's what I've been told anyway. Now, I'm not seeing any core territory here yet. Maybe that'll happen later, maybe an event or something. But as of right now, this is not core territory. So we'll see. Again, I was told by somebody that they would get cores everywhere, and thus any Chinese territory we took would go to Hong Kong, which is kind of strange, a little bit, because Hong Kong is just one city here. But yeah, if that's the case, then that's the best way to go with this, and hopefully it works the way I've been told. They'll get cores in all this area. Doesn't help us here, but that's fine. Yeah, that's fine, guys. All right, so I believe we're ready to go and start letting this play here. We were waiting a couple days, I believe, to get this. We also haven't moved our fleet over there, which I'm doing the last minute here, because I'm a little bit worried about the Japanese Air Force. While their Navy might be totally reduced, their Air Force is still in power. They still will have better bombing sites in that East China Sea than we do, with the exception of Taiwan. This is the only really good location we have there. Austria-Hungary cancels their lease. That's fine. So we've already taken this one here. Now we need to attack these guys here. So let's go ahead and do that with whatever units we have here. Looks like that hopefully should be a victory. They're also attacking, just further reducing their own strength. All right, so we did cut these off here, so we need to get this unit here destroyed. So let's go to move this guy over to here. Let's get the 8th King's African Rifles taking this undefended territory here. And we might be able to push forward here. We'll go and try. Looks like that would be successful. All right, so we're slowly getting it done over here. Let's take a look at the Canadian situation. We should be mostly sitting on the fence over here. Yeah. We'll push forward if possible, like an area here, though. You're not reducing the size of the front at all. Now, we do have a unit that's about to move over there, so let's make sure we're getting there first. 7 hours, yeah, we'll get there first. But yeah, we have enough units that we could go ahead and take this location here, so let's go and do that. And we'll want to move, see how we want to do this. We'll move this guy in here, and then we'll just support with this unit. That should be good. I'd like to get across the river here. I don't know if we'll be able to do that, though. Let's just wait till we take that province for now. We do have some free dockyards, probably from repairs. Unless we finished up one of the larger ships, we did not. Still have 2 carriers and 2 battleships building right now. Let's go ahead and put this into... We really need destroyers to replace the destroyers. We already have 8 into submarines. We actually have a lot of dockyards. Okay, well, let's go ahead and put 3 into destroyers and then 2 more into the attack subs. Those are the things we need the most, is the subs and the destroyers. Still engaging troop convoys throughout here. These guys ready to go? Not yet. Looks like they should be ready here very soon. There we go. So now we just need to move our fleet over here. This is pretty darn risky, honestly. Oh, he's repairing. Okay. So you might want to just wait to send it until these guys are done repairing, because they're almost there. It's a heavy cruiser that's 92.9% done repairing. So probably just wait to move them over there until they finish that up. Yeah, let's make sure that they have support, just in case. I think it'd be wise.
Keep on attacking!
We'll move this guy over to here, and we're gonna have to like just support with this unit, I think, and then we'll also support with this guy, just to get that done a little bit quicker. And then we're moving this guy over here because clearly this unit can't do it himself, and that is gonna be a port and an airbase. Remember, we're building a port there, so we don't want to lose that province. That's a key one for us to maintain. So just trying to get this area here wrapped up. Very close to being done. Let's have this guy go straight over here and attack. And you know what? It doesn't really matter where he attacks from, does it? Because no matter what, we have to attack from a river unless we attack from this one province. It's the only way to avoid the river penalty. We are now losing this, unfortunately. So we'll just pull it back. Wait until it's a better opportunity there. Or until we get more divisions, which we should have soon. Because we're about to finish this up here. Let's just go into support with this unit, just try and get it done a little bit quicker here. And with this one as well. And at this point, we're just wiping out the divisions there. I know there's at least 5, but I think there's more than that before, and you can see they're down to 2 at this point. And let's go ahead and have these guys attack across here. Just try and get this done faster. Really excited to get the Congo done, honestly. This has been such a difficult location. And, you know, again, you expect it to be difficult because of the terrain and the supply issues. But a big part of why it was more difficult than I anticipated was because the Belgians had their capital here. So thus, the attempt to try and cut them off in supply was useless. It only really was effective for the other divisions that were there, the foreign divisions. Let's go ahead and close this massive list here. See what we've done in the seas. Sinking more Mexican convoys. Again, almost 100,000 Mexicans dead simply from the convoys we sunk. Now, I'm really hoping that Mexico does not become a major power, which they can relatively easily. They don't need that many factories. They typically do it, I don't know, towards the end of the war. All right, so these guys are now repaired. Fantastic. So they should be coming over here once we put them into this zone here. So they'll sail over here. Make sure they're going. I don't think there's any other invasions for them right now. Okay, so now they're heading over here, and they'll give us some support. We don't have a ton of air support here, so that is a concern. We might want to go ahead and step up these tactical bombers to the naval strike for now. And once we send the invasion, we'll have one of these close air support doing that job there. Why is this so filled up? Is this all mine? We do have a lot of planes here. Did we lose something? Oh, okay, all the planes from Hong Kong left. I see. That's what ended up happening here. Okay, so that's a problem. We need to move those back then. It should be easy to do, because basically all the ones in southern China, if we had any in southern China, yeah, here's one, they would go over there. And I could have swore we had another one over here. They must have got pulled off of it. But yeah, there's not, maybe they went somewhere else. They go over here? No? Not entirely sure. Because I know we had both close air support and a fighter over here. We're not seeing it. But the South China Sea ones could also go over here. And that should reduce it to, well, it's still going to be pretty high, guys. Yeah, we're still way above. Now, we are, of course, building up the airbase. But yeah, that's far too many planes here. We're definitely getting a penalty, so we don't want to leave them all here. I don't know who could have, maybe these guys could go over there. That'll step it down. It's still going to be too high, though. We did get the improved anti-air. Yeah, I don't know if I just sent too many planes over here or what the deal is. Here's Eastern China. Okay, so this guy was here, so he goes over there. And here's another Eastern China. They can go over there. All right, so that should get us pretty close down to the limit there. So we did get the improved anti-air. Next, let's go ahead and go after... We don't need the anti-tanks as much. Let's go after the artillery so we start building those. Looks like we have more dockyards as well. Doing pretty good on convoys. I don't think we need any further dockyards going into that. Let's put them into the destroyers now. Yeah, more destroyers. It's going to be necessary. We'll dip back on over here to Africa and see how we're doing. We finished up that province there. It's getting really close to getting done here, guys. That should be a win. Looks like we finished up there. Fantastic. We'll try and attack here, and we'll support, even though it's across a river. Again, there's not going to be, probably not going to be able to avoid attacking across rivers. Yes, sir. Any troops that are here outside of this guy should go over to this one. And we can go and attack over here as well. Now, these are losses. So let's go and put some more troops into that. Alright, so that should be a win there. This one, not so much. We're going to have to attack across the river. And we'd always send some troops from over here. In fact, let's go ahead and have this guy help out. Actually, he should go this way. Alright, so both of those are green. So very close to getting that done. Let's see what we've done over here. We sunk that Mexican convoy. If we have the ships here, which we do, we're going to go ahead and launch that invasion. We should control the sea, which We do. So let's go ahead and send off the invasion. Now, once we take Okinawa here, we'll be setting up invasions of China. Now, we could invade Japan first, but again, I really want to get this war with the communists done with. There's going to be less territory we have to occupy, freeing up a lot of troops. Or a lot of manpower, I should say, and equipment. Because we're not going to annex everything we're currently holding. We'll likely do some puppeting. And so that'll be all territory that we don't have to garrison any longer. Now, we did lose this, and that's very unfortunate. Alright, so that's a bummer. We could also come up behind them and maybe cut them off easily. You know, that's what we're going to do. Let's have them get locked down there and have this guy come over here. Does look like we won there, and then what happened was they moved more troops, and now we're not winning any longer. Yeah, so that's not going to work. We'll just go ahead and stop that then. Alright, so we're just attacking them to lock them down, while this division here tries to get up behind them. Such big areas that it's difficult to do that, much like in Africa. Alright, so we've won here. Not winning there, though. We'll keep it going for now. And we're just going to have to deal with that event forever, apparently. It's never going to go away. We could try attacking. Well, we should wait till we have more troops to do this, actually. Alright, so we got just all these troops over here. And hopefully it'll be enough to get it done. Now, I'm not entirely sure where all these guys are going. Oh, okay, they're going over to this front now. Got it. Alright, well, that's fine. How many do we have over here? We could actually take some of these and move them over here. So move that better division over there, and then we only have, it's only 4 provinces that need to be defended here, which I don't even think we're going to defend all those. Let's take one of these and put them over here. That's only 2 provinces. Now, that might not be enough for us to actually advance over there. That's something to consider. But we also don't have the Spanish front, I think, entirely defended up there between Spain and France along the mountains. It does look like this should be a success. I did not move the planes, the close air support, to actually support our troops here. So should have done that. So let's go ahead and do it. You'll notice that we are overstaffed here just a little bit, but that's okay. We get a penalty, but it's fine. It's not too big of a penalty, and we're currently working on an airbase there, but maybe we should tick these up to the top. Yeah, make sure we get those done. All right, so that should help. Yeah, you see it. Yeah, made a little bit of a difference here. That's not going to be too difficult to attack, but they are actually defending that territory. It's not surprising that's actual core territory of Japan, which I believe that's the first bit of core territory we have taken from the Japanese, or once we do take it, since Taiwan is not core territory. So yeah, they're trying to get out of there, or we actually defeated one of them. This guy will get there in 5 days, 4 hours. That's a long time. I wonder if he could get there first. Oh, he's got to go all the way around. Even then, he still gets there fairly quickly. We're going to have him try. We'll see what happens. That's a better use for the tank, I feel, than what he's currently doing. These guys are almost done, and then we'll be able to send them elsewhere. Let's go and dip back on over here, because we're damn near almost done. But I think it's going to be more difficult than you'd think to finish this area here, simply due to our own supply issues. But we have so many troops here, you'd think we'd be able to get a win. And this might not work out, but we'll try it anyways. And then we'll take this guy and have him attack there. Alright, so we're getting it done, guys. 1 division left over here, and just 7 remaining over here, and then we'll be done. I don't know where their capital is. Looks like they don't have one. Alright, so Africa finally is almost done. Took us ages. Did sink another destroyer there. Alright, so let's see how we want to do this. Let's leave 2 troops here, just in case somebody's coming up behind us. And they'll take the remaining 3 and have them attack. Is this all 1 province? I could have swore that was multiple ones. Maybe not. So we'll attack there, get that 1 Japanese division destroyed. Yeah, it is 1. I'm not entirely sure why it wouldn't let me go all the way across. Maybe because of the C zone? No, it's not from the C zone. We control that. Alright, but once we finish this up, we need to build up the base. I suppose we can do that now. We did just sink a destroyer there. We need to build this up. Air base needs to be probably full size here. The port, we need to build that up, which is this one here, I believe. And just double check on that. I think that's where it's at. Yeah, that's where it's at. All right, so let's go ahead and build the port up here, and we're gonna want a lot of troops here, so let's just build it all the way up. Put that up to the top. Oh, up to the top, and then we need we can build that radar station here. Let's put that here for now, I suppose. And what else do we need here? Maybe infrastructure. And the reason why we want to build the infrastructure and the port up here, guys, is for the number of troops I'm going to put here. We'll just build it all the way up. That's fine as well. Because we'll use this location both for invasions of China and for invasions of Japan, I'm sure. So we'll just build that up. Really focus on it. Lost some planes there. Wonder if our ships are back out there just yet. Looks like they are. Alright, so we now have our fleet out there. I've been also sending ships everywhere where they're needed as they get built. Just kind of doing that off camera. Want to get rid of that. So we have some decisions available. War propaganda. Now that we have a border with Japan, you don't need to worry about that. Nothing really happening over here. Just kind of remained stable this entire time. No issues at all. We'll move those other divisions over here once we get this. You know what? I suppose instead of doing this here, we can start the planning. So we'll just want to take each division and have them do their own separate invasion for now. Let's see which ports we want to hit. Probably going to wait to come up this way. Yeah, I don't think that's the best way to do it because Japan will rush over here. So yeah, we shouldn't do this attack here where we're up on the borders with Japan because they're into different factions. So we should probably do one there. And then definitely one over here to get Shanghai. Alright, so we'll do that one first. The Shanghai one. And then we'll do a secondary one over here. And we'll probably want a third one as well, which would be probably somewhere down here, and we'll invade that way from Taiwan, I think. I think that's the best way to do it. Okay, so we had two divisions staying here, but that's fine. Let's go ahead and take these and set them up to invade. See how we want to do this. Probably right there. We want it far enough from these borders here where we know they have troops. Let's take a look at where the port sizes are. What they're looking at. Because we already have a level 6 there. Looks like it's got to be one of these 2 level 3s here. Would be the best way to do it. So we're going to do this one. Alright, so both those divisions will be assigned to that. And we're going to need to send more troops. So we might want to go ahead and actually... Well, we'll leave this undefended. If they want to go that way, we'll let them go that way. But we'll want to pull some of the troops off from over here. Now, tanks are not great on naval invasions. So probably just leave those over here. Now, they can rapidly take territory, though. So that's one advantage of having the tanks go. You know what? We will go ahead and let the tanks go over there. Just to try and get the territory taken quicker, I think. So we'll have one tank going over there. One tank going on this invasion. And then I know we have another tank sitting over here. Make sure that we have one tank in each invasion. And we'll send the rest of those 3 divisions over here once we've got some supply. Let's go ahead and move one of these guys over here. And hopefully that'll be enough troops left here. We're sitting at 12 divisions currently. Hopefully that'll be enough to hold the area. They're well entrenched, so I'm not too concerned about it. Are these guys done training? Not yet. Alright, so just trying to finish this up here. There we go, that one's done. Now it's just this area. Losing that one, but just one in this location. So this is looking pretty good here, guys. Just one province left to get, and then we're finally done. I'm even going to send this division in there despite how weak he is. He'll still increase the combat width. This guy can go and attack from here as soon as he gets there. And we'll attack with this guy as well. Just keep the attack going. And there we go. We took in that one. So now it's just a matter of wiping these divisions out. and we'll slowly get it done. We're at 6 divisions total, and then finally Africa is finished up. That was a long and difficult fight there. Took us forever. Quite time consuming, but yeah, we're getting it done. So, looks like they came here to stop us from moving. That's unfortunate. So now we just need to take that. Just attack with whatever we got here. We're not going to be able to win there, I don't think. We still don't have enough divisions over here just yet. That will be a win, so let's go ahead and give them some support, make it happen a little bit quicker. Alright, so we're just kind of waiting for more troops over here. Now, we do have the railway gun. I don't know if we built... Let's just take a look here. We do have a railway right there. Now, as you can see, they're not going to be able to cover much battles. Maybe they could cover battles to these 2 provinces. But again, the states over here are pretty large, so the railway guns here aren't going to be that great either. We should still have that one going over here. It's not there just yet, though. Continuing sinking convoys in the South China Sea. And yeah, they wouldn't let me attack here, but you can see that we do need to go over there. Alright, so we'll do that. Get this 1 unit destroyed here. It's another Japanese division wiped out. And then we'll get these 3 divisions assigned to their locations. And yeah, just kind of get all that built up and get the invasions planned up. Such a bummer we lost this province here. Air base, and we were building that port. Again, we just continue to lose the locations where we're building ports. Alright, so we're getting all our Lend-Lease canceled because we don't need it any longer. Just have everybody attack at this point, just try and get it done. We're down to 5 divisions from the original 6 that were here. And then we'll get them all assigned to these locations here. And anybody's left will go to our other fronts. So how many do we still need on this Spanish frontier? How many provinces are open? 1, 2, 3, 4. So we need 4 more divisions over there. And I think we need maybe a few over here. It looks like... Okay, I see what's going on over here. So this guy here is going to join this army for right now. And then we're going to take many of the divisions that are over here and get them assigned elsewhere. We have 2 over there. We have 7 assigned over here. So you could just take, like... I don't know if there's any over here right now. Yeah, there's 1 right there. Just take like 2 of these guys. Have them take at that location. I don't even know if that will be necessary, having 2. We should also get planning bonuses while they're sitting here. These guys going too. Again, we might not even find ourselves at war with the Spanish. And now, going to war with Spain would have let us free all these divisions up. But the idea here is that they're all going to be cruddy ones anyway that I don't even want to use in Canada or in Asia anymore. We're going to stop relying on these divisions because, again, they're just not very good. Alright, so this one here will go over to this location. In fact, we might not have enough to do what I want to do here, so we're probably going to pull 1 off of this front. Yeah, I think we'll need to pull 1 off of here. Just go ahead and move this down some. Take 1 of these guys, have him come over to here. And then we'll want to set up a front there as well. We'll have to do that once we finish up this area here, which we're just about done with. In fact, what we could go ahead and do is start assigning these cruddier divisions to that front. Or to this army, excuse me. And we'll just go after the air base here, or excuse me, the port. But you have to attack across a river that way. Yeah, we'll just leave that one open if they want to advance that way. Then we should be alright as long as they don't get all the way down here to the port, which I'm not concerned about. And covering here, you can also take that location. Alright, so 2 divisions coming over to here now. Alright, so if there's any more of those cruddy divisions, get them coming over to this one. Alright, excellent. It's getting her done. Just finished wiping out those troops, and so then we'll have all these divisions free to place elsewhere. Come on. Get her done. Alright, excellent. Okay, so now that we have that finished up, let's go ahead and take any divisions that are in here that are the bad ones, which it looks like there's only a couple. Yeah, there's not really many here. And then what we'll do is we'll place some up over there. Some of the better divisions, I think. And these two can just go here, get it done. And this is 5 overkill for that. Maybe. They might not even be defending it that much. Alright, so let's go ahead and have anybody who needs training train up while they're sitting on their fronts. And then we need to put more troops over here. And we're just going to take a couple from this one. Now, given most of the divisions on this front are going to be cruddy, but we're going to put a couple good ones, I think. It's fine. I'm looking for guys with the least amount of experience. Looks like they're all around the same. So it doesn't really matter which ones we use. So I think 7's enough. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. 8. We need 8 more. Okay, I see. Well, let's do... Got a good division over there. Got 2 there, which I think is the bare minimum. We have 2 over here. We don't really need 2 over here. Alright, so I think we're ready to go, and now it's just taking the 15 divisions that are here and get them moving elsewhere. I think we might end up doing a naval invasion of Canadian territory here to cut off troops here. Is there any ports? I'm looking for ports. There's one right there, so you attack here and then you cut off any troops that are in this area. Yeah, I suppose that's what we'll do. Where would be the best location to invade from? Probably here. Yeah, I think that's the best location. And which commanders here? All right, so what we're going to do is we're going to go ahead and take all these guys here and put them into whichever army this is here. So we actually have 2 that are a similar color here. So let's just go ahead and change their color up. They can just become this color, I suppose. Yeah, that's fine. And then take these guys, put them into that army. All of them will come to this front initially, but many of them are going to be doing an invasion over here, maybe like 8. And we'd want to invade. Supply is going to be an issue, isn't it? So it might be better to go here simply because the port is larger. Yeah, I think it would be better to go here. So let's go ahead and set up another front line, a naval invasion. And then we're going to try and hit this port right here. And there we go, beautiful. And then we want to go ahead and change the commander up and put Alexander in charge. All right, beautiful. So we now got troops going over to Canada. That's 23 divisions. We'll send them 1 more eventually. From over here, I assume once these guys finish up training, there's already 1 done and available. So let's go and put him over here now. Supply is probably going to be an issue, so we might want to take a look at the supply situation. We have that port there if we can just get it under our control. I don't think there's anything else to be done over here right now. We'll just have to wait and see how supplies go. And as of right now, you can see that there's no supply issues just yet. We are, in fact, losing here. They moved another division over there, but we did get 2 to retreat. I think that's why these 2 here aren't supporting this. Because I think we won and then another division got there. Alright. We sunk these convoys coming through here. The troops here need to actually get set up for an invasion. We'll put them on, let's see where they're needed here. So we currently have 2 there, and 2 there, and 3 over here. Okay, I see. It's like 2 of them, put them there. 2 of them and put them over here. And then there should be 1 more. Doesn't have a job yet. Oh, maybe not. There's 3, 4, and they might all have jobs now. Okay, excellent. So they'll go to these areas here, and we still have these troops as well to send over there. And I think supply should be good. It's hard to see what size this port is. It's level 3, so we might want to build it up a little bit first before we put any more troops over here. Though we can go ahead and start moving all of these guys over to Asia since we know they're going there. But before we do, let's go and deploy all the troops that are here. So we don't have to get rid of this army here. And we could, of course, set up all the units to deploy in that army, but it's fine. And go ahead and put them into this here. Take these guys, move them over to this port here, and they'll all be coming to Asia. Alright, excellent. So the rest of the army needs to train up. And we can take a look and see how we're doing on equipment. I know we have tanks available. Now we need tanks, for the garrisons, but it's a different type of tank. And we're already at 562. When we started today, we needed like 700 something. So we've already reduced the number of tanks that we need. We've got quite a few built just in this episode. So I think we can build more tank units. I don't know about the Marines. Looks like we can train one more Marine unit. Let's go and do that. We really need the Marines for this invasion. I think we might go ahead and actually get them moving over there, and they can just train on the way. Yeah. Let's get them moving over there as well. Or not, they can't train on the way, obviously. They don't train on the ships, but I mean they can train once they get here, is what I meant to say. Alright, so we'll get them moving over there. And let's train whatever we can here. So we'll get more tanks. That should be good. Just get 2 more of these here for now. And probably more Blackwatch. We never did do the Windsor Warriors. Do we have the trucks? Did we even design these yet? We did not. Alright, well I want to use the army experience for doctrines. So we're not going to be able to do that right now. So we'll just do the Blackwatch. And it looks like we are lacking a few things, anti-air and anti-tank. I'm not too worried about that though. And we can see we have the experience to get a doctrine. Now I want to say there's something with those units that isn't done yet. Like support companies. That's going to be the Grand Assault, Army Breakthrough, and Soft Attack. Yeah, I want to say that something's not done here yet. The Marines, they're not actually done. Okay, so we need to get them their stuff. So that's what we use in the experience for. I didn't realize these guys weren't done yet. So we know we want engineer companies and the logistic companies. So go ahead and save those. Alright, so that's going to reduce their experience a bit. And as we get more army experience, we'll continue to adjust the Marines. They did take this territory here. Okay, that's what I've been wanting them to do. So let's go ahead and have this changed up a little bit, and then we're going to be attacking over here. Wish I had noticed that sooner, because they were doing silly attacks in the mountains. Alright, so they're going to go ahead and take this location here. And we'll take the Lend-Lease. And then that'll cut 2 more divisions off that we can wipe out and destroy. We do need to switch up our planes here off of the closed air support, put them back onto the naval strike. And we can actually make use of this airbase too. In fact, let's go and take any planes that are assigned here. And I didn't take them off close air support. And have them come over here. I think we can put them all over here. We'll not move these guys there. And then they can come over here. Alright, excellent. So that looks pretty good. We do have more planes that are currently training up in the homeland. And these guys here can just go into that army and just train up. Okay, beautiful. Getting some stuff done here, guys. So all the divisions here should be moving to their locations. Completely done in Africa. Really happy about that. That was such a time-consuming conflict. It took a lot of attention. I did not expect it to take that long, honestly, to defeat them there. We did get this finished. Let's go and build the port here now for the supply hub, which got canceled when they took that province from us. We're not losing it again, are we? No, we're not. All right, so now we're just waiting for divisions to get over here. I thought I told this guy to move over here. I'm not entirely sure what happened. All right, so just need more divisions here so we can actually start pushing forward on the Canadian front. And then over here, just plan up those invasions. We cut these guys off again. Excellent news. Let's go ahead and do an attack here. See how we want to do this. Put these guys over here, and then we'll get a planning bonus. Let them get exhausted a little bit from lack of supply, and then we'll attack them. All right, looking good. How many troops do you have to have here to defend it? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. So we only need 7 on the front. We have 8, so that's absolutely fine. And we'll support from this area here. Okay, so we have a ton of air experience, but we're going to wait probably to design anything until we have a bit more. I don't like designing the variants often because I find that if you do that, you're constantly reducing your efficiency every time you change up the variant. So I wait until I have like, 400 something experience typically before I create a variant. Just don't do it very often. I know it means you can get the planes out sooner if you do it. Yeah, I just don't think that's the best way to go about it. The Canadians are moving through here. Not entirely sure what they're doing, but it's not wise. They've already canceled Lend-Lease. We didn't get that for very long. So yeah, but now we're at the point we're just waiting for troops to get to all their locations where we need them. That's all that needs to be done now. Cipher for Canada is fully decrypted. Excellent. So we'll go ahead and get somebody else started over here. When we do the invasions of China, we're going to want to make sure we use that. Hopefully I remember to. And we're going to get another operative here in 18 days. Fantastic. But let's go and get somebody else going here. I'm not entirely sure who we haven't done yet. I know we haven't done Mexico. We have the United States, right? We do not have the United States. Oh, we have done Mexico. So I mixed that up. We have done Mexico, but haven't done the United States. So maybe we'll do them next. I don't think there's anybody else to do. I mean, you could always do Spain or something, but I don't think that's necessary right now. We don't even know if we're going to fight them. So yeah, let's do the United States. It's probably going to take a long time. Yeah, 303 days to get them done. We've got the next Marine tech. All right, so let's go ahead and get the mechanized. I don't know if we'll actually use these for any troops. If we built medium tanks, we'd put the mechanized in there, but I don't know if we're going to do that yet. I could see how it could be useful against the United States. And we're doing pretty good with equipment at this point, so we could do medium tanks. But the main reason why I want to do this is because it'll increase the hardness for all of the motorized stuff. So that'll help the light tanks out. So let's go get that researched. That'll actually help the garrisons as well, since we now have light tanks in that garrison, which they currently need 962 more light tanks. What did we take that increased that? I know we got the Congo, but we kind of already had most of that. I'm not entirely sure why that increased by so much. The number of light tanks. Yeah, I'm not sure. Alright, so just waiting. So might as well go ahead and speed this up. I know we are also kind of fighting in Canada. Mostly sitting on defense here. Trying to get that port built up. Did I tick that up to the top? Because that should be a priority. We did. Now we got the advanced radar here. Excellent. So we could have waited to free Hong Kong till we got to level 6. I didn't know we were that close to getting it, though. I forgot we were researching already, so I was like, I'm not going to wait. Alright, so we do need a ton of other stuff still. Still need these here. We haven't gotten the 1941 light tank, so we should probably do that. We also have these here to get as well. We're pretty far behind here. I guess with the 1941 light tanks, I didn't know if we would ever use anything larger than light tanks in this one, simply because it's not a huge priority. We are, in fact, losing here now because they're doing the force attack, so we're going to need to throw another division over there, make sure we don't lose that, but they're hitting us across the entire front here. Now, we do not control this zone here, so that's a problem. We need to put more planes over there. Do we have any over here still? We do, so let's go and move those over here. And I guess we can move these guys as well. And that should help us out. Some tactical bombers there. And then over here, do we have any troops that are done training? We do. We actually have some, or excuse me, I said troops. I meant planes, of course. So let's go and move some close air support over here. And then we have these naval bombers as well. These will go over here. I think this is the best use for them. Alright, doing the naval strike here. Because the Japanese still have a little bit of a fleet. I think it was like 40-something, 50-something ships remaining. Still trying to get those sunk. They can still be a threat to us. Any fleet can be at least mildly a threat. Yeah, I don't know if we'll be able to hold on to that. I'm surprised we're losing that by so much. Is there any way we can like stop a division who's going to get there soon? This is 3 days, 22 hours. What about this cav unit? I mean, it's still going to take them a long time to get there. This tank is moving, and yeah, even he's going to take a long time. We get there in 3 days, 10 hours, though, so that's a problem. Now, losing this province isn't that big of a deal. We can just take it back, I suppose. Yeah, it's not that big of a deal. It's not like we lost an airbase or a port or anything like that. Supply hub. So they can have it back. We'll just attack them again. We're getting more troops over there, and they won't be able to do so well. If they were attacking like that this whole time, then they would have posed us a real problem. But they're doing this a little last minute, kind of foolish. Looks like the Germans pushed forward here while it was empty. Okay, whatever. I don't care about that. We just need to get these guys wiped out here. So let's go ahead and push forward. See how we want to do this. Right there. We have to finish up with that defense. So let's go ahead and attack with these guys here. We might even be able to win there. And then what we can do is have these 3 divisions. We'll have one attack. Well, you know, I should make sure I'm attacking with one of these guys that's assigned there. Alright, so just take them province by province over here. The Germans are the ones actually pushing the front forward there. And kind of unnecessarily. We don't need to do that. Did we get this port built up here? We did not. It's going to take some time, apparently. Ports take a lot longer to build now that they do the supply hubs. They increase the cost of the ports across the board, I think. It's not just like the first level. So we have to retake this. And that's okay. Go ahead and help doing this here. That force attack is what allowed them to take it in the first place. Yeah, they are really launching the attacks at us here. Trying to push us back, take some of our core territory here. Not core territory, but you know what I mean, like important territory that we have here. Damn it! Yeah, they just kicked our butt right there, didn't they? All right, so we're just gonna have to stay here, wait until we get more troops. They're on their way. There's one right there. That's the one I think that came from England. And then all the ones that are coming from Africa, those are gonna take some time, I think, to get there. So I'm going to take this guy, put him over here, so at least somebody's defending this location. Actually, that's a pretty important location. It should probably be a larger, better division. Alright, so definitely some problems over there in Canada. What's happening over here? Spain invaded Turkey. Spain's been doing pretty good against them. They've had a lot of success against that faction. It's the only people they're fighting as well, so they can really focus on that conflict. Alright, so we don't want to do this invasion until we're absolutely ready to start it. We want to send all 3 of them at the same time. We want to have all the troops here, which we could put a lot more troops into those invasions. We'll take the Lend-Lease. I want to send us some tanks. We'll take those. Yeah, we got to get these ports built up first. I think this is a level 10 port, so you don't have to worry about that one. But yeah, I got to get these ports built up before we put too many troops over here. It's just going to take some time. We are continuing sinking convoys. These ones are Canadian ones. I think we saw those coming from Canada, and I suppose they're coming to help the Russians out. Remember, once Russia capitulates, which will likely be soon, once they capitulate, that's going to free up a lot of divisions to go elsewhere. And notice that we're starting to get some divisions over here as well. We bypassed this here. What is the one that we got? We got this one. Bringing the Dominions back into the fold. So let's go and see what's next. That's the one that was bypassed since we're already at war with Japan. Here's the sun never sets. We got some research bonuses for ships, which would be useful for those 1944 models. And then we get a modifier here, which is going to increase the speed of all ship types, perhaps. It says screens, carriers, capital ships, submarines. Yeah, it's going to increase their speed and their range. So that's pretty good, but it's only applied to newly researched ship types. So you want it for the 1944 ship types. Getting it now probably wouldn't be all that useful, but we might as well, just so I don't forget. And there's nothing here that's absolutely necessary at this point. These are all just things that are helpful, but nothing that we absolutely have to get. So yeah, let's go ahead and get this one. So we'll have it. We also have another operative that we can recruit. We'll see who we've got available. We've got a master interrogator, which we don't really do counter intel, so don't really need that. Seducer here. Okay, so as far as the nationalities go, I'm not seeing anything that would be really all that helpful for us. Mostly all English. It's probably going to do a seducer. I think that's probably the best one for us to get. Yeah, we'll do the seducer, Sophie. And as far as what she's going to do, did we lose an operative? Is that what happened? I didn't get a new operative. I just lost one. I think we did, and I just missed the notification for it. Probably here in Japan. That's what it looks like. Yeah, we lost the Japanese operative. Okay, I see what happened there. See, I just must have clicked through the notification real quick. So we currently have one in Canada, one in China, and one in Japan. 3 areas that we're fighting. It's still building that port up. Don't want to send any troops over there. And just need to wipe out these 2 divisions now. And yeah, if they keep on doing that, it's effective for us. Now this did increase the size of the front, and we are at risk of being cut off over here, so I almost don't want to defend this territory. Let's let the Germans defend it. I feel like it's just too risky They attack right there in a plains province, which, I mean, if you built the fort there, then I guess it wouldn't be a problem. I suppose we can build a fort there. Okay, we'll build a fort, and let's just hope they don't attack us in the meantime. This area, this one province here, we've lost so many times and had divisions cut off because of it. We can't build a fort there because you can't build forts in allied territory. It's one of the few things you can't do, which makes sense, honestly, because it's a little bit overpowered, particularly in multiplayer. So we can't build a fort there. So because of that, I was going to move it like so. You'll notice that all this territory is going to China rather than to Hong Kong, but that might just be because the Germans are the ones who took it, and we already had these ones here. You also advanced from this territory, so yeah, I can see why that hasn't gone to Hong Kong. But again, there hasn't been anything to indicate that any of this would go to Hong Kong, guys, because they don't have any core states here. That's what I was thinking. I thought that sounded kind of weird that Hong Kong would get core territory on everything, but I brought that up in the comment in the view to the viewer that had said this was the case. And he assured me that Hong Kong absolutely does get core territory here. But yeah, I'm not seeing it yet. So there's nothing to indicate that any of this is going to our subject state. Again, it would make sense if it doesn't, because it would be kind of strange, in my opinion, for them to get that territory. It doesn't seem like it makes a whole lot of sense for them to have it. Let's move this tank over here. You see we do have supply issues there, just until we get the port built with the supply hub. But yeah, we just need to wait till we get more troops over here, guys. We'll just stay on defense for now. And we also have our invasion that will be getting planned up here soon. So yeah, it just takes time to get everybody out of Africa, I think. I wouldn't be surprised if there's still divisions moving across. Where are they going? Yeah, they're going to a port, so they're going somewhere. So yeah, it just takes time to get everybody out of there. Is he not taking the railroads, though? Because it seems like he's moving slower than everybody else. He might have not been taking the railroads. All right, well, he's going over there now. You can see his allies. Those are all part of that invasion force, I think. And it looks like we are having some success here now in the East China Sea. All right, excellent news. I got these 7 divisions over here. Got those 3 over here. And they'll be definitely planned up by the time we're ready to do the invasion. Again, just wait until we get all the troops over here. No reason to rush this. There's that level 4 base. Wait till it gets to level 5. We've got it building all the way up to level 10. That'll take a long time, obviously. And yeah, we're going to have tons of invasions. There'll be a full 24-sized army, I think. And if we have any extras, we'll put them into that green army, because they'll be attacking up once we've distracted the Chinese troops with our invasions. Now, over here, we're probably going to want to take out these creditor divisions once we get more over here. I'm just waiting. And we'll probably put some of these guys over there, I think. Like these 2 once I finish up training. Yeah, we'll take these out here. How many do we have here of these? 3. We have 3. And we'll send them probably over here to the Spanish front or something. We could actually start switching that out now. Let me see where these guys are all at. Let's just take these 2 here and have them come over to here. I know that we need the divisions there, but I think it's fine. And then just take these 2 and send them over to here. Yeah, I think it's fine that we're going to lose those here. They're not that helpful anyways. Now, we still have 1 more division to pull out of there. We'll pull them out once we get a few more over here. Because, yeah, I don't want to use any of those ones if we can avoid it. Having some success over here with convoy sinking. Alright, so still just waiting to get troops to Asia. It just takes time to get them that far. Yeah, we don't have them here just yet. Is the railway gun here? It is, finally. Alright, so that took us forever, but it is here. Let's put them like here and see how that coverage looks. Or maybe right here. I want to make sure we cover... Oh, they push forward here. So we're no longer just across the river now. Okay. We'll put them here, and we'll see how that covers things. Alright, so we are defending all through here. But yeah, you see that the Germans are probably pulling off of that Russian front, not needing to be over here as much, and moving them to Asia. Or just building new divisions and moving them to Asia. It's a possibility as well. Yeah, success sinking a lot of convoys in this episode, so I imagine the casualties got a lot higher for the enemy. Yeah, we can just sit on speed 4 here until we get to, maybe even go up to speed 5, just until we get all of our troops over to their invasion locations. You can see that these guys are almost here, so that we can invade there. And then just waiting to get all those troops coming over here, which are all the Marines and the infantry here. There's 11 divisions coming, and they're just about to go around India, so they're pretty close. And then the Marines will probably want to continue training them. We can go ahead and continue to make adjustments to them as well to try and get the, get their support companies improved here. I want to put that artillery there. You know what? We might not get the field hospitals because we want to get signal. I don't know if we'll get cab though. Speed is nice to have, but it'd be good to have anti-air as well. I don't think we're gonna put that in these guys though. Yeah, I think the best options for us would be. Yeah, we definitely got to have signals, just because that's really important when it comes to invasions. Do we want to change the field hospitals out to anything else? Could get the cav. This is what we're going to do. Let's go ahead and save this. I know this would be a waste of experience, but I just want to see if it would be better for us to get the cav. Just see how much the stats are going to be affected. Obviously, get the more reconnaissance, the better soft attack, slightly better hard attack. Obviously, none of those are going up by that much. Defense goes up by a little bit. Breakthrough goes down. Piercing goes up slightly. Yeah, need less trucks and less support equipment, but more infantry equipment. I think we'll probably just keep the field hospitals here, guys. So I believe the Marines here are now done. Yeah, they're good to go. And now they just need to train up so they can help us on these invasions. I figure we probably will wait for them. Might as well wait for them to train up and hit with full force on China and try and beat them in one blow. Full 24 divisions doing the invasion here. I don't know how many we'll have here, maybe like 20. We'll see what numbers we can get up to. We do have a lot of divisions over here training up. Now I don't know that all these will go into the Red Army, because that's 11. Oh yeah, that would be 11, 24. So 11 plus 13 would be 24. So all 11 of the divisions that are over here would go into the Red Army for these 3 invasions. We might even split it up to a 4th invasion. That's a possibility as well, just to guarantee success in at least a couple locations. I don't know how much they're defending the ports, but what I did see is that it looks like they were defending even non-port coastal territory. We've seen that a couple times. They do seem to be defending their coast quite a bit, expecting invasions. All right, so let's go ahead and take a look at the casualties, and then we'll be ending the episode here. So we're at 297,000 casualties. I don't remember where we were at last episode, but that's certainly gone up by a little bit. The Russians are now 88% towards capitulation. We have killed, we don't know how many we've killed. We have killed quite a few in the sea, though. But, if you haven't killed at least 39,000, then you're not on here. With the Canadians, we've killed 132,000. They're not on here, so you can't really take a look at them. With Japan, we killed 635,000. They now got 1 million casualties total. Quite a few. This is the final numbers for South Africa. We killed 295,000 when they killed 37,000. So obviously huge differences here from what we were seeing early in the war, where kill-death ratio was not in our favor. With the French, we've killed 1 million of those. I don't think that's changed anytime soon or anytime recently. With China, we've killed 327,000. That number has gone up. They've killed 48,000. Mexico is still in the 90-something thousand, 94,000 here. Is there anybody else that we've really fought? Yeah, I don't think so. The Belgians. I didn't want to see the final numbers here. So we killed 204,000 for the Belgians, while they killed 38,000. So kind of similar numbers to South Africa. But we did a little bit better with South Africa, surprisingly. But this was such a difficult area for us to win in. But we've done it. Africa is finished up unless we go to war with Spain, which I'm not really looking to do. Now, maybe we could advance here. We don't even have a war goal, so we'd have to justify one. And then they're going to move troops to their borders here, guys. I think this would be a big old distraction. We need numbers in... Well, Canada's good. Yeah, I feel like Canada's got enough now once they get there. Obviously, it takes time for us to get all the divisions over here. With our allies as well, I think we're good here. So I'm not too worried about the Canadian front. With the Asian front, we're always going to need more troops. China's huge. I want more divisions for that Green Army there under Dempsey. So if we had divisions to put anywhere, we'd want to put them there. Now, I know we got a lot being distracted trying to defend this territory here, but they're all cruddy divisions. It's not even divisions I'd want to move over to Asia anyways. In fact, I'm considering moving changing any divisions here in Asia, which we only have one, it looks like. So you know what? Let's just go change him up now over to the Black Watch. And then what we'll do is we'll put him into this army and let him train up just behind the line here. And then we'll put him back on the front once he's done training, because he's going to lose a lot of experience from me adding all that manpower in there. But yeah, I feel like we need more divisions over here. So I don't want to put any more on this front, and we wouldn't even use these guys anyways, so it's not like we're like this is taking up too many divisions or anything like that. They're a bunch of shoddy divisions. Now, we could get all this conquered really easily. There's really no benefit to it, though. There's no stuff here that we need. We don't need to free those divisions up because we're not going to use them. And conquering here might not be as easy as you'd expect with the terrain, and I think Spain would move divisions here to defend it. And we don't have that many, and they're all cruddy. So I really don't think that going to war with Spain would be good for us right now. We're fighting in too many places as it is. And I really want to get some success here. So we're not going to fight Spain, but maybe in the future. But for right now, we're going to focus on China, Japan, and Canada. Hope you guys did enjoy today's episode. If you did, make sure you leave a like on the video, subscribe to our channel, hit that notification bell, and leave a comment. I do hope to see you on the next one. And thanks for watching.